Hi, my name is Geoff Chalmers. Welcome to another one of my Discover Double Bass video lessons. Now, today I'm going to share an exercise with you that I do pretty much every time I pick up the double bass, and I call it the glide exercise. So I find this really helps two aspects of my playing which are absolutely crucial, and that's my hand shape. Establishing a really good hand shape so the fingers are equally divided and I'm playing the notes in tune, and also shifting, which is of course really important if you ever want to move around the instrument. Now, this glide exercise will help you find your way around the bass and re-familiarize yourself with where all the notes are when you start your practice routine. So stick with me and I'll show you exactly how it works. Well, this exercise relies on having a great hand shape, and by that I mean that your fingers are equally divided between your first, second and fourth. Make sure that the gap between the first and the second is big enough, because often students bring that one in and relax and bring that finger in, and it can affect your intonation. And also bear in mind that as you move further up the neck in pitch, the notes become closer together, so you're going to need to make adjustments as you move around the bass. Now let's have a look at the exercise. It's a simple exercise that repeats on all four strings, and it's actually based on a shifting exercise which I've discussed in a previous lesson. Let me just familiarise you with that exercise and this new one. Now the exercise is to keep playing the same pitch, but move the hand by the distance of a semitone, which will move you onto the next finger. So the note sounds the same, as long as you're moving the correct distance. So you play the D with your fourth finger, then you play it with your second finger, then you move a semitone again onto your first finger, and each time the note should sound the same. So if it sounds like this, they're slightly different, that's no good. You want to really have the same pitch. And of course, I'm not using any vibrato because I'm really focusing on the pitch here. So I'm thinking about shifting a semitone really carefully, and I'm thinking about maintaining the correct hand shape. So when I do shift, the finger is in the correct place. Now, I'm going to develop this exercise by moving further down the neck onto the note C. And just because we've been talking, let's reference this and make sure that the tuning anchor is helping us find the pitch, and reference that. Okay, the C's okay. So now I'm going to play that pitch. And you can hear the subtle differences as I'm changing finger, and I'm trying to eliminate those differences and make it sound the same. So it should sound wah, wah, wah as I change finger, and not like this, where the pitches are slightly different. They should all be hopefully one pitch. Let's go from the top. And now we're going to go down to B flat. And the exercise is this pattern. C, B flat, then try it one more time. Down to C, B flat, B flat again, C. And I was struggling a little bit at the end. My hand was getting tired as I was moving further up the neck. So that really covers the whole string. You've got D, C and B flat, and you're moving right the way back into half position and then right the way up into this first position of the neck heel. So you're gliding around the fingerboard really carefully. Now what I do next is to repeat the exercise on the next string. So, and I'm thinking, okay, is the A in tune? If it is, the open A should hopefully start resonating in sympathy, and it is a little bit there. Then down onto the G, F, and then the pattern to ascend. G, F. And as you can see, the pattern on the way going lower in pitch is 1, 2, 3, and then an up bow. 1, 2, 3 on the down bow and then an up bow. And then on the way back up, it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and the original pattern again. Then you move on to the next string. And I wasn't quite happy with my tuning on the E when I got back to the top, so I'd really slow that down and then focus in on that shift. What was going on there? What was causing that to not sound as clear as it did on the way down? Once you've looked at that, you'd then move on to the next string, which is of course the E. So you'd have the B, A, A, B. So it's the B, A, and then G there. I'm sure you've got the exercise by now. Now, just to finish off, I want to give you a couple of little tips. One of them is make sure that your elbow is in line with the wrist as you move around the bass neck. What I don't want you to do is start here, and then as you move back, let the elbow hang down and be kind of letting the hand work independently, because you'll probably end up gripping with your thumb a bit, pushing into the back of the neck. So I'd like your elbow to move back at the same time. Also, I'm using the bow because it really helps me to hear the pitch. It's much harder to use the bow, but you can do this exercise, and I do this exercise playing pizzicato as well. And I'm using the open D here as a kind of tuning anchor, as a reference. So yeah, it doesn't have to be with a bow, but my recommendation is to use it if you have one. Practicing this exercise consistently every time that you pick up the double bass will really help you. And I mix this up with a few other shifting exercises that I've actually got written out in a free ebook that's available on my website, and I'll provide links for that either above or below the video, depending on where you're watching. Okay, I really hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. If you have, please let me know by hitting that like button if you're watching on YouTube. Keep practicing hard, and I'll see you next time.